Why hello there, fellow warriors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, DURIN'S Folk. Episode 11, Raiding Orcs for Copper Ore. Alright, I know I need to make another brew. But we are like 50 copper ingots away from goal, I think. Even less, a little less. So, pretty close. So we got 2 mushroom boxes, and then up top I think we have 2 sunyon, 2 cranberry? No, we need 1 more sunyon. Alright, got it. Alright, let's cook up another big batch brew so that everyone gets drunk. Evening ale works. I hope there's still beer for me. Good. Almost out of the regular beer. But not quite yet.
Old Elga in the evening leaned up against the keg. A fella tried to trip her, so she stabbed him in the leg. One hand around a tankard, the other up to wail. She was fit to fight most anyone after 18 pints of ale.
That's my favorite song.
Well, we are close to starting the Flame Monument 2, and then we'll do the rescue. I was really hoping to get the Flame Monument done, because monument building takes so long. So I'll double check on all the materials, but if my count is correct, it's just a little bit more copper. So wood scraps, granite, sandstone are all done, and it's just copper ingots. Yeah. And I would have been done by now if I didn't get, like, the most rotten of luck for RNG when on excursion. I've just been getting mostly tin and coal and not copper. Just by chance. Alright. Well rested. Let's do a drink. Is this ready? Not yet. Have a drink. And then head on out for the last of the copper we need.
No time for singing.
Let's hit this spot. Old Elga in the tunnel, a flask across her hip. She skewered up an Orc as she took another sip. One hand around a tankard, the other up to wail. She was fit to fight most anyone after 18 pints of ale.
Hearty meal cures nearly all.
Alright, hero spirit, done. Oh, well that's a problem. There is no copper. Got it. Well, maybe I'll just get copper from regular mining. I'll go to the mines of Moria and, like, hit copper nodes. Get it traditionally. It's not ideal, but I don't need that much of it. I needed, what, 46 more... 46 more ingots. That's still kind of a big ask for the regular zone. What, do you not have a hitbox? There we go.
That's one more for me.
The changes the expansion adds probably helps with replayability. Maybe. I don't know about replayability. I mean, a lot of it is grindy, to be fair. I actually don't know. I mean, if... Yeah, I would say that this game... I really enjoy it, but I would not classify it as highly replayable. As it is a linear story, and it's kind of like a one and done.
If If a dragon swept through Khazad-dûm, a terrible day'd have she. If a dragon swept through Khazad-dûm, a terrible day'd have she. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if she would not leave...
I suppose it depends. The sort of like open world survival sandbox games that I generally find is replayable are ones that are, because this certainly has procedurally generated terrain and all that, but I am not sure I would see the allure of playing twice. The only way I would ever consider playing twice is if I had beaten the game once normally, and then for DURIN'S folk, I wanted to start afresh, because starting DURIN'S folk, having not, you know, from the start, allows you to approach the game differently through expeditions and through delving. But I don't know about, you know, playing the campaign more than once or twice. I think if the DLC just adds more to the game on first playthrough, it doesn't give you a reason to like play over and over and over again. Or at least not for me. Unless I was buddying up with other players. That would obviously be an exception, because oh man, I'm just like the amount of copper you get from these nodes just does not compare. Yeah. And of course, you know, the resources I'm pulling from the mines of Moria don't replenish either. These are finite, so. I was just wanted to rush building the monument, only because, oh, that will help. I would like to get my delving level up before end of stream. Which is why I was ignoring everything else. Yeah, hopefully this is dense enough that it'll get me to goal or close enough to goal. One of the things that you can do, hypothetically, is the NPC traders that you interact with, hypothetically, they can sell you some resources. I just don't see that the exchange rate for those resources make any sense, in my opinion. Because the amount of grind it takes to get the reputation to then buy like 10 ore doesn't make any sense. I think copper is 3-to-1. So I would need I'm missing 46 ores, so I would need like 130 copper. And I've got 119 now. Or 140 copper, something like that. Alright, I have 142. I think I need 148, if I remember the amount that I'm missing correctly. So I'll just stay down here until I hit that. Why is it glowing if it's just rock? 138? Oh, nah, maybe I already hit goal. I'm bad at math. Alright, I think I have a fast travel right over here. And that means I can eat lunch and then go on the Mithril excursion while my ingots smelt. I'm not gonna max out on ingots though. I'm gonna get some, but not like the maximum that I could possibly get of mithril ore. Mostly because it's not worth the time. Yep, so it is 3-1. And as mentioned, going on the rescue mission, have empty pockets. Like, only bring a little bit of wood, in my opinion. So I'm gonna do just that. And 3 more soil for a farm. Got it. Alright, here is the rescue excursion. And just doing this so that I pass time while the copper smelts. I could go to sleep, but, you know, I figured we're going to want to rescue him eventually, so I might as well do it now. So, a reminder that one of our... And yes, there is, like, mithril everywhere. Don't worry, I'm going to be getting plenty of it. One of our dwarves got abducted. It was Alvi. Alvi got abducted by a weird, like, bipedal bat monster thingy, and we're coming to rescue him.
I see a captive. Let's bring him home. We got orcs!
Whoa, I didn't know I could fly.
Perfect! That's all you got?
Alright, we rescued, our captive. And the beast that did the capturing got away. So we are going to have to devise a way to capture it, or kill it, hunt it, etc. Alright, while I'm here... Well, you know what? I probably don't need to throw everything out, because I'm not planning on maxing out the amount of mithril. But this area is super insanely mithril rich, so might as well get some mithril. Oh, and a cheers. So mithril is like a 6-to-1 ratio. So if I wanted like 100 ingots of mithril, I'd need 600 ingots of ore. Maybe that's roughly my goal. Previously, before the expeditions were a mechanic, to get mithril you had to go into the dark, deep areas and mine very low density amounts of it, which was like time-consuming, dangerous, and not very efficient. So, although mithril mines up really, really slow because of how dense it is, I already have 119 of it. Where, in the previous mechanics of getting mithril, in this same amount of time you get like 15. You know, it's just a lot faster. Alright, that spot looks pretty good. Let's get up there. Ugh, too short. Oh, still too short.
If a spider skittered across my camp, a terrible day'd have she. If a spider skittered across my camp, a terrible day'd have she. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if she would not flee, she would wind up caught in an 8-leg knot. Spider for dinner for me.
Ah, a song for a mining heart.
Boom. Alright, we already have almost 300 of the thing. As you can see, it is so dense, it's ridiculous. So maybe just like one more large node of it and I'll be done. Come on, break. Almost 400, so I'll stop at like 400. We're gonna need like our own box just for Mithril ore. Crazy, because before this DLC, like mining this volume of Mithril would take you like days. And now, not so much. Alright, that's enough. 400 and almost 460. Obviously, you could spend more time and max out the amount, but it's probably Mithril that I won't end up using. I don't want to waste time. Monuments Call. Oh, interesting. Maybe this one did not have that weird occlusion skybox bug because it's like different than the others. I'm not really sure. So, rescue is done. We want to start the flame monument.
Got it.
And I think I need to smelt a few more copper ingots before we do that. Oh, we're also under siege. Cute.
You'll not kill this dwarf!
New box of rare ores, and we'll stick the star metal and mithril in there. I'll deal with the siege in a minute. Alright. So now the last of my required copper should be in the forge. Oops, one of my dwarves died.
The dragon beast!
Excuse me.
Knock this one dead!
No one invited you. I don't know why my chef keeps, like, fighting them with an iron pan. But it's like, not necessary, bud. No, go back. I appreciate the help, whatever. Think they're retreating? No, not yet. There he goes again. Oh, no, this is Frankie. That's a different one. That's not the chef. That's a builder.
Will do. What can we do?
Do you just drain my private stash? Jerk. Also, bellows here doesn't really make sense, so I'm gonna move the bellows. I, like, used to have a forge there, but obviously I don't anymore. Yes, they were fighting a dragon with a frying pan, or something similar to a frying pan. Like a builder's hammer, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. I know it was stupid. Whatever it was stupid. Because none of the dwarves in my delving have weapons. So, they were doing the most that they could, which was not very much. Power to them. Insane dwarves. Almost tidied up. 64 and 73. We're getting pretty close to maxing out our tomes. Okay, we need 4 more. Oh, wait, did I not? Oh, no, we have enough. No, we need 4 more. Oh, did I miscount? Did I not queue up enough? There. So once I wake up in the morning, we should be done. And this got brewed? Sweet. I don't like the King's tanks. These are the regular tanks. The King's tanks I don't like because they're too high. The tap on the King's tanks are like above head height, so you have to build them like subterranean, these things. But we should probably get another regular brew tank at some point, so that we can have 2 large brews sort of rotating, offset, so that there's always beer. That would be smart. Another nice to have for the future. Okay, I have 151 ingots of copper. What? So we can talk to the Wanderer about travel to the Tomb of Kings to talk to Vror, and also discuss the beach with Eric. And I'll do that as soon as I start the monument. There we go. Builders are starting tier 2. Alright, what does Eric have to say about the beast? We can find the beast, a raven's glimmer. Many trained ravens can spot one from miles away, in and under the rock. A smart way to find the beast, craft one. So head over to the loom. Recipe list, workbench. Oh no, head over to the workbench to make a Raven's Glimmer, which is 5 silver and 5 elven wood. So I need to get a little bit of elven wood. So right now we're gonna make a way to catch the beast. Heading over to the elven quarter to cut down some elven trees. I haven't been here in a while. While I'm here, getting Ollie's bloom would be a good idea too. Because I brew a lot of beers with the bloom. And this is where they naturally occur. And I'm also getting elven tree cuttings for the first time. Those are the 2 types of trees. There's not like normal trees. There's just elven trees and mushroom trees. I don't think you can get cuttings off of the normal ones. Not that there... Are there even normal ones? I guess... Maybe there's not. I don't want cabbage. I will spend a little bit extra time in the zone just to get the bloom. Because it's a key ingredient in a lot of brewing. And I'm not growing it yet, because I haven't spent time shoveling night soil. Even though I acknowledge that I could benefit from it, it's just haven't dedicated said time. He was using some bloom plots. Nice. Okie dokie. Let's head on back to home base. Yeah, for all the songs that our dwarf sings about, like, eating dragons and spiders and trolls and orcs, dwarven diets are not just purely carnivorous. And this elven district has quite the plethora of wonderful crop. You know, plus deer, or whatever they're called. Alright, so getting the glimmer. Oh, I don't have the mirrored silver. Right. Let's go make mirrored silver 2. So I need 2 more mirrored silver. Raven's Glimmer. So the Raven's Glimmer is not something you directly use. You can hold it, though. And it's just like a box with a raven in it or something. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. And if we take a look, talk to the dwarves of the company about ways to use the Glimmer. We should throw a sticky mithril ingot on its fur. I could find mithril in my sleep. Seems impractical and expensive. Okay, maybe don't talk to you then. What about you? What about you? What's your idea? What if we tied a rope to its foot? When the monster jumps away, I go with it. I don't doubt your strength. It's your balance that would trouble me. Yep. I also want to check on the monument. No builders. I think I need to save and load because I only see 3 dwarves in the delving right now. So I think we're back to the whole like all the other dwarves bugged out.
Me.
The Shire Trader has a recipe for a meat hat. No idea what habits do with such a thing. Maybe I could guess. What if someone sleeps wearing a meat hat? That dwarf would be irresistible. So daft, it might just work. Provided our creature has a similar appetite as a hobbit. So, need to craft a meat hat, but I'm going to quickly save and load, because all the other dwarves in the delving are missing. MIA. Never thought I'd solve my first problem as a governor of my delving by crafting a hat made of meat. But alas, that's what the job calls for.
Me. Hey. What news?
Oh, I got a lot of elven wood. I didn't realize how much we got so fast with that nice sword. Or axe, rather. Also ran out of places for the cabbage. I'll just put it in here for now.
Yes? What can we do?
Gives new meaning to meathead? Yes, yes it does. Alright, here's the meat hat, and for that we need 3 Khazad steel ingots. I only have the 1 of 3. So that's next goal. I'll just make a whole bunch. Need to get my brew on for the day. And also check to make sure that my, my monument builders are, you know, doing their job. Oh, there's no brew over there. I also need, what, like 10 Shannar to make another brew tank? That's another thing to queue up on the Uthon furnace. Plus, if I want another furnace, that's another 10 Shannar, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check on the cost. So for the brew tank that we want, it's actually Khazad steel. And for the furnace, it is Shannar. So 10 Khazad, 10 Shannar. Got it.
Oh, I live for ale, a fire, and
about 2 days remaining on building. Now, if I wanted to speed up the building, one thing that I could do is I could move dwarves from this delving, like the miners that I'm not using, over to the other delving, and then hire builders for this delving. I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, so I'm gonna move Alvi and Hajuki to the first hall delving, and then look to find more builders, because I don't need miners at the moment, because I have plenty of coal. We'll do that in just a minute. But there's my Khazad steel, and we'll stick the meat hat on my cook, because he probably already smells like food. Plus, I keep catching him trying to kill people with a pan, so he's already a meathead, too. There we go. And if I was to wear the meat hat... Oh, I have a wardrobe. That's what it looks like. Just... literally, meat hat. Hat with meat on it. Alright, cook. Where are you?
At your service.
Here you go.
Will do.
Meathead. He looks glorious. Well, now that we have Mr. Meathead, I'm going to grab some coin and see if I can hire builders to speed up the building process. I need about 49 more coin to hire 2. Unless their cost is different. Let's just grab a little bit more. Nope, wrong place. So let's see what we got.
Oh,
Versatile. Yes, definitely want a versatile. You're hired for 100. Versatile's the best because they do everything. What was his name? Crap. Well, I'll catch it in a minute. And you, Alfhild, masonry and mining, I do not need. So, you were not hired. Our versatile guy is Frinrin. Almost called them Fririn. Fririn. And they're going to be hired as a builder. But they're versatile. Which means they can do everything. Which is awesome. So that means we need Shannar for a hammer. Because I don't believe I have a spare hammer. I only have 2 builder's hammers. So let's double check on that. Building hammer. Shannar and diamond. I'm also going to need to do an expedition on diamond. So let's get the Shannar cooking up in the furnace. And then go get some diamond, if it's available as an excursion. Oh, I don't have copper for the Shannar. Yeah, I kind of just tapped on my copper. So the current priority right now is hire another builder needing copper and diamond. And because I can't queue up the Shannar ingots, I'll just queue up more Kazad, because I need those as well. So how lucky or unlucky am I? Resin, silver topaz, iron resin, iron silver sunstone, copper amethyst ruby, silver topaz, iron silver. Unlucky. I don't have any excursions for copper. Oh no, there's copper and Zleb. I don't have any for diamond. Alright, so search for diamond next. But we'll do a copper and Zleb run and hopefully get some copper from it. Hopefully. I probably don't need to assign the dude to bed. I don't think he is... He'll probably self-assign. But I'll double check tonight. So we're looking to get a little bit more copper for Shannar ingots, and just because we're flat out of copper. I'm going to try to steal it from Orcs. Again, we know how that's been turning out. I've been getting everything but. But in this case,
there's much to see inside
the only things that will drop in here
Let's begin.
will be precious stones and copper, because copper was the only common ore that that could be found here. So the orc camps are either going to have precious stones or, you know, or copper. So either way, I'll be getting something useful if I need the precious stones, that is. Come on, just... There we go. I could mine it, though. So if I come up dry on the camps after a few camps, I'll just mine a little. Because I don't need a lot. Missed me. Where's the camps at, man?
Get 'em, lads.
Here's one.
We got orcs. Perfect.
Yay, got my copper. I'm gonna try for a little bit more. Stretch my luck. Nope, rubies. And yeah, I still think that it is more efficient to just raid camps than to do your own mining, even though you don't always get what you're looking for. It's just, there's just so much in these chests when you do find it. Rubies again. How do I go south from here? Maybe through here?
Shut it.
I was a little low on granite back home, so I'm gonna get a tiny bit of granite. Just about 100. Just to make sure that I have granite for, like, cosmetic stairs and railings type buildings. I don't think there was a camp in this room. No. How insulting is it to these orcs and orcs that, like, I don't even waste time attacking them? They're not even worth my time. Yay! That's a lot more copper. That was a full box. So, there we go. This is what I was hoping to do the first 2 expeditions I went for copper, that I would end up with an inventory full of copper like this. It would have shaved down the time needed to supply the first monument. And really the key is to find an excursion that only has the ore of that one type, so you're not competing with other ores. So this one is like rubies and copper only, which is why I'm getting a lot more copper as a result. Because it's not competing with coal, it's not competing with iron or tin or anything else.
Drinks.
Now I can return back to base with, like, a massive supply of copper, which is great. Base is east-northeast.
Get 'em, lads. Shut it. I hear something.
And these low-tier excursions for things like iron, tin, copper are also really easy because the stone that separates them is usually just regular old rock, which you can mine through instantly, escaping whatever was chasing you, and not adamant, which takes a whole bunch of swings. Oh, that's water. Yep. So not only is it, it's just really fast. If only I could do chin-ups faster. Or pull-ups, rather. Don't poison me. Ugh. How much did I get? 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. Okay. A lot. How many stacks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Almost 14 stacks of copper. Took like, what, 5 minutes? Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria, DURIN'S. which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.